Thank you for joining us at the Bread of Life channel for our first online parenting class for preschool. We're going to talk about a topic that every parent deals with at some point. This month's subject is how to handle playing the comparison game with others. Before we even start, I just want to tell you that I feel fine to talk about preschool age children because I have one 8-month-old boy and one 5-year-old girl, and with both of them I make sure to be totally hands-in with them. It's actually funny when my 8-month-old poops and my wife looks at me. Like this very morning he had one of those explosive poopies and it went up to his back and I was there cleaning. And I also put him to sleep every night and wake up a few times per night with him, putting his dummy in. And I'm saying that not to brag, but to let you know that I know how exactly hard this is. How emotionally draining it is to not be able to, for example, go to the bathroom alone. To not be able to shower and sometimes just want to cry. But with that said, let's talk about the comparison game we play. It is such an easy trap to fall into, right? Every day we are in contact with other people. If you are anything like me, your children come up in conversation all the time. We like to check in with each other and brag on our kids, right? Harmless comments like our baby slept through the night at 3 months old, or Hannah is already potty trained and it only took 3 days. We already have a college fund set up for John, who's 4 by the way. Suddenly these comments aren't so harmless. Now, we're doubting every parental choice we've ever made and wondering why our child isn't like theirs. Comparisons are so easy to make. They may even seem harmless. We measure progress in any area of life by checking out how we compare. Of course, we don't really think less of our child just because they aren't just like our friends' children. However, playing the comparison game can be harmful for you and for your child and for me as well. It's natural for us to look for a frame of reference when it comes to raising children, and it's such a relief to find parents who are going through the same thing you are. On the flip side, if you find yourself comparing your situation to someone who seems to have it all together or is doing better than your family, it can be quite discouraging, right? Playing the comparing game puts pressure on yourself as a parent and on your child to perform for the wrong reasons. We're encouraged to watch for any problems or delays and to get help if we need it. No wonder we're constantly wondering what is normal. The truth is that children develop at different rates. We need to be able to celebrate achievements and milestones regardless of how and when they may happen. They have different strengths, talents, and abilities. As parents, it is our job to help them develop what is uniquely theirs. Research shows as long as your child is reaching milestones within a normal range, how quickly they reach them has no real bearing on later skills. Maybe you also compare yourself to that perfect parent, you know the one. They seem to have it all together while you are barely holding on. It can make you feel defeated and drained. Instead, why not focus on what you do well? We all have things we're good at. I think I'm good at changing nappies. Psalm 139 says, "For you created my innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." How wonderful it is to know that God purposely created each of us to be unique, and we all know that God doesn't make mistakes. Young children believe what they hear. Don't let your child hear you comparing them. By doing so, you imply that you wish your child was different. Instead, you should praise them for what they're doing, regardless of where their skills may fall. Our kids are growing up in a society that tells them who to be and how to act. And we want to be able to raise our children, raise children who are confident in who they are and what they can do. That starts at home by enjoying your child and their abilities. Blessings, parents.